All right. So tell me, uh, how was shooting this weekend? What were some of the things you shot this weekend?
The portraits.
The portraits, the fun portraits. Yes. What else?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay, you got that. Okay, that's good. You got that. All right. Yeah, that's the main thing. We're gonna look at some of those. I'm excited to see some of those. Everybody had. Oops. Everybody had rules to follow for each of the images, right? How were the rules? Were they very restrictive?
Mm,
Not too bad.
Some
right?
were, yeah.
Some were, but did everybody get around all the rules?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Followed your rules. What about? And so all of these images we're going to look at they're lit perfectly. They've got great composition, right? They're focused when they need to be focused, right? Yeah. See. Okay. I'm excited to see these. All right. So let's. Why do I have the light on this? Light painting.
Maybe you can see us better.
Yeah,
No.
maybe looking into the screen to see which are. Yeah. I don't know why it turned on. Now it turned off all of a sudden. I don't remember turning it on. Anyway, I'm excited to see some of these. Let's see, which way do we want to do this? Do we want to just call on volunteers or should I call on people? Draw names out of a
I
hat.
can go.
Go for it, Micah. Let me see if I can look up your rules too. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. All right, go through all four of them or whatever, or five of them. However, how many images? Five or four? Five. Three.
Three.
10 each. Okay, three. All right, let's see them. Wow. What do y'all think initially? Class, what do y'all think?
I think they're neat.
These are real nice.
I love that first one with the strings. It's very like puppet-esque, but not, I don't know, it's cool.
I like the strings, that depth of field where it's working.
Yeah.
They look like shadows at first, but they're not, you have to look at it. What are some initial thoughts on those? Kelly, what was your initial thought?
I like the color.
Yeah.
And just the images, they stand out.
They do. What were your four prerequisites? Or four rules? Micah? Can you hear me?
Oh, I've been talking this entire time. I was like, I wonder why nobody's like
Okay.
answering.
What were your
Yeah,
four rules?
Okay. They were leading lines,
Uh-huh.
high key photos,
Uh-huh.
color. I'd add some kind of color,
Mhm.
light, and then they can't look directly into the camera.
All right. Y'all think these followed all the rules?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Was it fun to make these images?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. What do you think is the most
Come up with some creative ideas.
good? See, that's what this class was supposed to be about. What do you think is the most successful?
I like this one with the sword, but then also the lines on this one look pretty cool. How they blurred, showing depth of
Yeah.
field.
I like, yeah, the lines on all of them are pretty strong. And even the ones, the lines here, they're curved. You know, you got the
Hmm.
curve of the sword, you got the curve of the stripes going down the sides of the thing, you got the curve of her hair, the lines in her hair.
Yep.
Did you take that into consideration?
I did not. I did not take in consideration of the hair, but like the
Yeah.
shirt, I did notice that. I was like, oh yeah, wear that. That'll work.
But yeah, they're in the
They were
hair
trying to
as
find stuff
well.
with leading lines and whatnot. Yeah.
They're in the hair as well. Those look good. Um, yeah, those turned out pretty well. The lighting is good colored. You know, they've each got like a tone to them. I like the
Hmm.
contrast of the hair of the body, the person here with the green and the red.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, very good on this. Very good. Um, at the end of this, all of y'all are going to y'all are going to vote on the top images in the class. Everybody in the class. So keep in mind of everybody's images. Okay. All right. Good. Are you happy with these?
Yeah, I think they turned out pretty good.
I do too. Really happy. Great way to start this class today. Let's see let's see how everybody else fares. Good job.
All right.
Who wants to jump in next? Or
I'll
you want me to
go.
go for it, Rachel? Ooh,
So mine were I needed hands, paint, low key lighting, and non-traditional angles.
okay. All right then. Let's get the actual job of painting with the paintbrush too. Okay. All
That
right.
last one right there is my favorite. That's awesome.
Anybody else? Thoughts?
It's moody.
Very moody.
I
All
like
right.
this one right here.
You like this one?
Mhm.
Who's that? Who said that? Hannah?
Hannah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that one's very soft and it's kind of mysterious, but not, it's like, you see what's happening, but it's kind of like, I don't know. What is it about that? How does that make you feel? When you were doing it, how did it make you feel?
Well, okay, so when I was doing it, it was funny because it was like we didn't get home until like 12 o'clock. So like I waited till like not like I wasn't home at all until like Sunday morning. So we went to go see my sister. But like I was doing it and I was like, this is like it was like completely dark in the house and I was like, this is really gonna work this time. Because the last time I did my low key ones, it was during the day. So like I had like lights coming in from underneath the doors and like it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. So it's natural light. Is that light coming from outside?
No, this is from flashlight.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Which one you think is the most successful?
Either this one or this one.
Yeah. Okay, class. Everybody in class, what do you think? Asia, what do you think of these?
I like the first one. It was to me, it was dramatic. I liked it a
Dramatic.
lot.
That's a good word. That's a good one. Dramatic, the first one. All right. This one's kind of like, mysterious in a way. Why is she hiding her face? Why is it painted? Y'all don't know, remember, this kind of reminds me of a TV show. You know how on Facebook they play reruns of all old TV shows and stuff? There's a TV show called Bewitched. Did anybody heard of that before?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, I did too. This is one of my favorites. But anyway, all right, there was a TV show called Bewitched, and it was about a witch who married a mortal, and they lived in a everyday suburban kind of household, right? And so, in the episode that I saw 2 days ago, she had stripes. She had stripes all painted on her face, and she had this witch disease called red stripe disease, haha. And so the doctor, Bombay, who was the doctor of it, was talking about, he says, what do you, she was trying to get a diagnosis, and he said, what do you think it is? All of a sudden he says, it looks like red stripe disease. And so everybody was like, duh, but it kind of reminded me of that. That's just kind of funny how It was, and you could tell it was just paint on her face, but that's what it looked like. So I think those turned out pretty good. Can you all hear me? My Zoom disappeared. Okay, I lost my screen. I think those worked. The lighting looks great. You did it at the right time. The flashlight looks good. The lighting on here is more contrasty, so it like stands out a little bit more. But you could fix that on the other one easily by upping the contrast and brightening it up just a bit. I think Asia was right with that other one. So what was the word you called? What was the word you called it?
Dramatic.
Dramatic. Yeah. I think she was right on that. And you know, that could be an ad for a play. Like if you were on the drama team or something with the drama department or whatever here on campus, and you were trying to get people, recruiting people, you know, for makeup class or one of the drama classes, this would be a good ad for that. You know, it would be good, that type of image. So are you happy with these images?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's what we want to see. So it seems like y'all are better when I give you when y'all get specific rules to follow. You know what I mean? Y'all are more excited about it. You make the rules and then you like go and you execute. That's what it kind of looks like from the first two. All right, who's next? Good job.
I'll go.
Go for it.
Okay.
As y'all can tell, I'm back on campus. The classroom is messy, so I had to blur the screen. Asia, are you going?
Yeah, I had to pull it up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you going or not? There we go.
Please go away. Okay. You see?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Ooh.
my 4 rules were full face, some sort of reflection, and color in the background.
Yeah.
So that's 1.
That's a CD. That's cool.
Yeah. That's 2. Oh, and then the eyes had to be, yeah. I can't even explain it, but you know.
Right. We wanted to see some kind of expression in the eye.
Oh, right. Okay. Some type of expression. So that's 1,
Uh-huh.
2, and 3.
Okay. What works? What do y'all see as the most exciting images? I think they all fit the rules. Each one of them fit the rules from what I see.
Yes.
What do y'all think in the class?
I like the CD one the most.
Yeah. Why the CD one?
I like the colors on the CD, especially because you could see him, and then right above him are the colors.
Uh-huh. Like it sort of looks like he's stuck behind a piece of glass, trying to get out. Like one hand is like, you know how you put your hand on glass on a window? It kind of looks like that. The colors on that are really cool too.
It almost looks like he's stuck in the CD trying to come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's cool.
How'd you think of that one, Asia?
When you said expression or whatever with the eyes, I thought of the pose for him. And then my sister was trying to figure out how can I get a reflection with him doing that pose. And I think I saw a CD, somebody doing something with a CD. So, yeah.
It worked. It worked. Go back to the last one.
This one?
Yeah. I like you got subtle reflection, but look how bold that color is.
That's my hoodie in the background.
Look how bold the color is. Everything splashes away from it. It's lit. How'd you light that?
I think, well, one, we were in a hotel room.
Okay.
So everything was white, and then they had really bright lights. So lighting was really just there,
Uh-huh.
real easy to get.
Yeah.
And that hoodie's actually really bright in real life. Like it's really,
Oh, it is that intense.
yeah, it's really that bright.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's see the middle one again.
This
Yeah,
was
yeah.
probably my favorite
And
person.
he's like, he's really focused in on what you told him to do. And
You know how long this picture took? Listen, my little brother, he wanted to act so shy, like he didn't know what to do. I was getting irritated. I was like, oh my gosh. I only got 3 siblings here. You the only one that I'm relying on right now. And we took so many pictures this way, trying to get this picture.
uh-huh.
And I was like, just act confused. I don't know. And he did that. So,
Now do y'all see why I say don't photograph kids?
okay. But he's the older one, and I had the most hard time with him. My younger brother, he did perfectly fine.
All right. Which ones do you think is the most successful?
I like this one.
Uh-huh.
I like the CD.
So you
Yeah.
like the CD,
I
colors
like the
came out
mirror
nice.
one.
the
I like
mirror
mirror.
one? Yeah, the mirror one's nice. You know what? You're really good. You do very well with color. I'm noticing your color in both of these turned out really well. So good job. The composition too, and you made really interesting images. So that was a key thing. So good job on those. Keep these in mind as y'all are thinking about your votes too. Okay. Good job, Asia.
Thank you.
Who's next?
I can go next.
Go for it.
Alright.
Sorry, I had to get up. I'm double parked. I'm parked in the wrong parking spot, and I don't want him to mess with my car.
Okay, my requirements were bright colors, blur, shapes, and I had to look into the camera. Yeah,
And
mine are,
and there's selfies. Wow, look at this.
well, just this one.
Okay.
But yeah, it took forever. So
All right.
yeah. They're pretty ridiculous. So
Wow. What do
The
you
eyes in that one are incredible.
what do y'all think?
I like the first one because that's really hard to capture motion like that.
Uh-huh, it is. I think you did a great job with all the motion. All the motion turned
Yeah,
out
this is my
really
favorite.
well. What others stood out to everybody else?
Her eyes in the third one.
Okay. Mhm.
I like the action of the second one too.
Yes.
And like the funness of it.
They all look like they're kind of fun to me.
Yeah.
Tessa, any thoughts?
I really like the way that like the first one looks, especially with like how like well the book blurred on there.
Yes. And the shapes are pretty well done. And they're distinctive shapes in each one of them as well. So how hard was it to come up with these ideas, Hannah?
It was actually a pretty good challenge for me.
Was it?
Yeah, it kind of took a while. I guess I was trying to fit everything into a little box.
Uh-huh.
So, but this one was actually very spontaneous and I just kind of caught it. So, and it worked.
You know, that one's actually my favorite one.
Really. So yeah, I know the background is kind of crazy, but because it just happened. So,
But that actually works. Sometimes what I call that is a happy accident.
yeah.
You know, when something you didn't know it was going to happen, but it happened and it turned out happens for a good reason, you know, and I think that's what that is. All right. So are you happy with all 3 images?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
You should be. They turned out, and they each got that pop of color, like the flowers are the color in this one, and the other one, the fruit pops out in the color. And in the first one, what did you have on in the first one? I can't remember. Yeah, you
Not a
know,
lot.
but the red sticks out in the color of the flower. You know what I mean? The colors, they're not all, even though you see a lot of blue, but you still see the contrast of the white, the light blue, the red in the pen, the brownish from the book and the hat. So yeah, I think it all works. Yeah, you should be really happy with those. Good job. Very good job.
Thank you.
Y'all, this picking the best image out of these is gonna be hard. Okay, who's next?
I can go.
Go for it. I may have to go to a teacher and have one of the other teachers say, pick which ones you think are the best. Ooh.
The things I had to do was low-key lighting, focus on full face, use colored lights, and add texture by shadow.
Ooh, okay.
And those are my photos.
All right. Which ones stand out? Which ones are?
I like the colors in the second one.
I like the third one. I like how the shadow kind of almost looks like a hand, like coming to grab her. I don't know. Kind of
Mhm.
mysterious.
I like the mix of the green and the purple in the second or the third one.
Did anyone ever see the Broadway play Wicked?
I haven't
I was
seen the
thinking
play,
of-
but I know it.
Yep.
It does have
Okay.
a wicked vibe to it.
Do you remember how the Wicked, the face, they put both of the good witch and the bad witch together? You know,
Yeah.
and this kind of reminds me of that. The coloration. All right. So what do you think is the most successful, Tessa?
I'd say either the first or the third one I thought was the most successful.
And why do you say the first one or the third one?
Because like I like how like the shading on both of them like turned out.
I like what
Because
was that? It looks like a tear.
I had like this like little like fake like lavender flower
Uh-huh.
and I used it for like shadow. I liked how it looked.
Ah, okay. So that's the stem of it. The long line is the stem of it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. Go to the next one again. Okay. Here's a question for everybody. Looking from the first one to the second, the first one is a little different than the second two. Can y'all see the difference, what I'm thinking about? Does one look softer than the other one in focus? And
Yeah.
does number one with the soft focus, does it give it a different effect or mood compared to the other?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I do too. And the way that person is like, you can't tell if they're looking directly at you or looking through you or what, and especially in this one.
It's like serious mood.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So are you happy with these?
Yes, I'm happy with how they turned out.
Was it hard?
It was a little bit hard, like trying to get like lights that look like well together and like getting the light to like really pop like in the photos.
I think you did good. What did you use for the lights?
I had like these like LED light bulbs and I also had like a little LED bar and I would like adjust them for like different photos.
Very cool. I think they turned out good as well. I like the shadows on those are really nice. What gets me, I love the way you split the colors, split the face in half by the colors, those pops of color. That was done very well. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, who's next?
I can go next.
Go for it.
So my four were the main attention on eyes, make hair a focal point, lighting or shadows on face, and then reflection.
Wow. Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that blue one is awesome.
Blue and awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. What other one?
That one makes me think of like a CD cover.
Okay.
Does it not? Am I alone in this?
I don't know.
Like a CD cover from the 90s. How's that?
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right.
Showing my age here.
Which ones? What other ones? I love number 1. The shadows, the repetition of the shadows, and the pink looks like it's pink on even the shadows look pink. What others stand out to y'all? Micah, tell me what does she think? Rachel.
I like the first and the last one.
First and the last one. Why the last one?
Because it just gives off like the blue vibe. Like, because you got the reflection, you can see both of her eyes.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it does. Shapes are really a prominent part in all of them as well. Anything
It looks
stand
like
out
it's
to you?
both sides of her face, but it's actually just one side of her face.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So your favorite one you said is 1 or 3. What did you say, Carly?
My favorite is probably the third one. That one took the most time for sure.
Okay. But like what do you mean by how much time, or how did you figure that one out?
Well, I had an idea going into it, and it actually turned out completely different than what it was supposed to.
Okay.
You probably can't tell, but she had glitter under her eyes that was gonna make her eyes stand out.
Ah,
And the blue ended up being too bright. So I had to kind of fix some things and figure out how I could make it not as bright.
okay. Okay. Are you happy with these?
I think so.
I think they worked out. The second and the third one are kind of opposite. You know, one's really bright, one's darker. You know what I mean? Really kind of opposite one another, but they all go together. And there's something about that first one that that's still my favorite one. All right, cool, good job, very good job. Next. Your sound is off if you're talking.
I guess I'll go.
Right.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say this in class. I hate glasses, y'all.
Are you new to glasses?
I'm new to glasses. I've worn glasses for 4 weeks now, but only for computer use.
Well, that's not awful. It could be all the time.
It could be, but
I have to wear contacts all the time.
I don't know
Me
how
too.
y'all. I don't know how people wear glasses. They bother my eyes being on my face.
I wore glasses for like 4 years before I was like, no, I need to switch.
I can't even wear glasses anymore because when I put them on, you lose that like side vision.
Yes.
And then the frame is like always in my way. Like I can't do it anymore. But I haven't worn a
I have a rimless frame, so that doesn't bother me, but it's still like I still don't like them. And like right now, I sort of need them for a little bit for the type. I'm reading some really tiny writing right now, but I don't feel like going. I left them in the truck because I took them off when I realized that I'm not supposed to wear them when I drive or anything. So I took them off, and so they're sitting in the front seat of the car.
I don't know what
I
I'm gonna
think-
do when my eye doctor tells me I need readers.
Yeah.
I guess wear them over my contacts.
I got told I would look like a librarian when I wore my glasses because my eyelashes are so long when I would blink, they would hit my glasses.
Yes, that's what
So-
bothers me.
I had to put them down on the bottom of my nose.
That bothers me. When I put them up like she tells me to wear them, my eyelashes hit.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I
So
totally
contact
First
get it.
solve all
world
of your
problems, y'all. Long lashes.
Ah.
It's cracking me up.
It is though. It really is.
I'm like, I wish I had that problem. You know how much mascara I need to use to get long lashes that hit my sunglasses?
That does bother me. Thank you. I thought that was like, I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. because
No,
I'm like,
you're doing it right.
I'm having difficulties.
okay, what do we got?
Well, I had to switch to my phone because the camera on my computer is not working.
Okay. Do you need the camera to show and tell? You don't need the camera. You just have to share the screen.
Okay, let me switch from my phone back.
Yeah.
If someone else wants to go,
Okay. Lacey, I guess you're up.
Lacey hasn't been in class in 3 weeks. Lacey doesn't know what's going on.
Ah, okay.
Cameron-
I've been sick. My mom's been on a vent. I
That's right.
emailed you. Did you not get my email?
Did I not respond?
No, you did not.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. Micah, Tessa, tell her what the homework is or what we're doing, and then we will.
I kind of got the idea of what's going on, but I just need to know what my rules are.
And then we're gonna give her some rules.
Uh-oh. Be nice to me, y'all. I'm stressed.
Creating a portrait. What
Okay.
else do we do?
Got
Anybody?
the final project going, which you can find on Blackboard. You have to pick an artist from the list.
No, final project or the portrait project? What do you?
The final project.
No. What
Oh, the one about the artist that we have to, or the, we
yeah.
have to write something and take pictures.
Make sure you
Correct.
change it from 16 pictures to 10.
Okay.
I know. Be sure to do that. Right. That's the most important.
Okay.
But anyway, this portrait assignment today was basically, I had you, I don't know if you were here the day that I had people pick their favorite portraits
No,
from anywhere and bring those to
I've
class.
been-
We looked at those.
I've been out.
Okay, we looked at those favorite portraits and then we
Okay.
went through those portraits and looked at ideas of why you picked those portraits. And then we randomly assigned 4 rules from the class to each person. And they had to create 3 portraits that followed the rules that we gave them.
Okay.
All right. So if you notice, some of people had to do with light. Some people had to do with the eye expression in the eyes.
Some had to do reflections and
reflection,
colors.
lines, or bringing a
shapes.
prop into the situation. So write these down. Rachel, give her a rule.
Natural light.
Okay, natural light.
Okay.
Carly, give her another rule.
Shadows on the face.
Ooh, shadows on the face.
Shadows on the face. All right.
All right, Micah, give her another rule.
Leading lines.
Leading lines. So there's got to be
Oh,
something-
shoot. What are bleeding lines?
leading, L-E-A-D.
Leading lines.
Yes.
Okay.
And for the 4th one, Asia, you pick the 4th one.
Focus on the eyes.
Okay, focus on the eyes.
Y'all were not nice.
Hey, I feel like shadows is easy. You could like put a hand up, you know.
True.
Oh.
And natural light
Natural-
light and the eyes could go together. If you get the
Yeah.
right sunlight, you could just, get the
I
color.
have some ideas. I'm gonna grab my 11-year-old and throw her in the front yard. It's real sunny out right now.
See, the rules aren't really hard to do. I think Hannah had one of the hardest rules with emotion.
Yeah. I think the leading lines I think that's the one that's gonna throw me.
But that one's actually not
It was
too-
a little bit hard, but it's not
Yeah,
bad.
but You rocked at it. It was, your pictures were awesome.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, Miss Kelly, what you got here for us? Do we have no sound?
He's on mute again.
Uh-huh. Kelly. Blue Microsoft screen.
Sorry.
There we go. There you are. I hear you now.
Did it show up?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. My 4 things were full face of just the face, facial expressions, vibrant colors, eye makeup colors, and high key lighting.
All right, now you can see. That's good. All right, so. All right, which ones are the most expressive? Which ones follow the rules perfectly? Or which ones? Talk to us, everybody.
It was hard to get her in a serious expression.
Uh-huh. Hard to get her to be in a serious expression.
Yeah.
That's when you tell somebody a sad story. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you have to let them sit there and like get quiet for a moment. All right, so we got good expressions in these. We've got some pop color. It looks like the head just floats in that white background. What else? And what are some other things about these images that y'all like?
I like the contrast of the yellow against the white.
Uh-huh.
Makes it seem a lot brighter.
It does. That it does. What else?
The eye makeup stands out a lot too.
It does. It does.
The color of that shirt really stands out.
Mm-hmm. Only thing is I wish that in all of the images, her head is tilted the same way.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't help. It's my friend's daughter. So at the same time, I was taking pictures. My friend was taking pictures, and I'm just like,
Okay. So when that happens, what do y'all think we do? And that's when you say, hold on, I got to get these images. I'll let you take some pictures in a second, but I got to get mine. You know, for the most part, that's what we do. Just like, how many times have you been to a wedding and everybody stands up with their cell phone in front of the real photographer who's taking photographs of the wedding? Somebody that they're paying to take photographs for, but other people are ruining their shots because they're trying to get shots on their cell phone. That does happen. That's a real problem. And so that's why sometimes you'll see at weddings, you'll have signs, please, please leave your cell phones at home or in the car or turn them off because of those kind of situations. So yeah, you'll have to like nip those in the bud, like say, nope, sorry, or get out of the way. They're paying me to do this, or, you know, when you're trying to take control of the situation. But anyway, these turned out, the contrast of the hair and everything is good. It contrasts against the background, it stands out. And the yellow, it still is bright, so it doesn't like, it blends in with the background, so that helps as well to separate the face. Which one of the three is the most successful, do you think?
I like the middle one, the second one.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, it's the second one too.
Okay. What about that first one again?
There she's smiling, but in her eyes, you can kind of tell she's not happy. That's kind of, I kind of like that one.
What about the third one? What do
Kind
you
of like
think?
that one too.
You can see the makeup a lot better with the colors.
Yeah. Which one do you think is the most successful out of all three? You can say, Kelly, which one, the first one or?
I like the last one. I like all three, but I kind of like this one the best because of the way her eye makeup stands out.
Okay. Everybody agree? Think everybody have a differing opinion? No? All right, good job on these. I think I do like number three. I like number one and number three, but I kind of like, I think I'm leaning toward this one. I am. The expression, the eyes, everything. You're right about the eyes being a little clearer and the makeup being better on this one. So yeah, good. All right, well done. Was that everybody? Was that everybody but Lacey?
I think
Lacey,
so.
we'll do yours. We'll do yours Thursday. Doable, you think? Hello. You're on mute. Maybe we'll get him on Thursday. All right. Okay, so let's see. We got those coming up Thursday. Worksheets are due when? Today or Thursday?
They were due last week.
Yeah, they were due last
They were due
Thursday.
last Thursday, right?
Yeah.
All right. I was waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, they're due." Okay, so we got that. Let me. I'm gonna go look at those worksheets, photos. So overall, what do y'all think about the portraits?
I think there were some pretty cool ones.
Yeah, I think so too.
Everybody
So
was creative.
if you uploaded these all to your the Google Drive, has everybody done that?
Yes.
Put them on the Google Drive. What I want you to do now is number them in the order you think they're 1 through 3. The 1 is the best. So in the title, either put the title and then 01 or title it 1, 2, and 3 in that folder. So that because I'm going to take your number 1s and I'm going to rate them. We're going to have a contest. And I'm going to ask other faculty members what they think is the best portrait, fun portraits. We're going to get community kind of effort responses from those. Some of these images are I think are student show worthy. So some of you, I'll be saying we should print that one and enter that one into the student show. Some very strong contenders in here. Normally photography.
What folder?
I'm sorry, what? Did I not make a folder in there yet?
No, there's no folder in there.
Somebody else make one then. While you're there. I believe everybody has the option. Everybody can do it.
Portraits AW. I'll take the AW off of it, and you guys can upload up on that one.
Okay.
I'll just take the AW off.
All right. Thank you, Asia. Make sure they're labeled with your name on it, who they are, whatever, so that I'll know as we're looking at it. But good job on these. Y'all did really good on this project. Happy about that. So now going back to your final project, how are things going with that? What have you decided? Have you decided on your locations? Have you got props that you're going to need? Have you decided what you're going to photograph for your final projects? What are your inspiration items? You've already written it down, so you should know it. So when I ask you, Micah, what's your project going to be about? You should be able to tell me. So tell me.
What's my project on?
Uh-huh.
Well, let me go read my paper I wrote on it. Because honestly, I forget what I said I was doing it on. Let's see. I'm supposed to be mimicking my guy that I chose.
Who's your guy?
Is it's been a week. Let me see. Alfred. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Stieglitz? Is that it?
It's I'm gonna butcher this. Eisenstein.
Oh, Eisenstein. Yes.
Steit. Okay. That's what I said.
All right. So
yeah, it's on him.
So what are his images about compared to yours? What are they going to be like?
He's got a lot of photos that are of like famous people, but then he's also got some ones that are just like simple things or scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has one that's like a hat sitting on a bed or people ice skating on a lake.
So some of the elements of him that you're going to take into your work are?
He does a lot with close face shots, control with shadows and lines, backlit photos, and then depth of field.
Okay, good. All right. Carly, who's your artist and what are you going to make in your images? And what are the aspects of that artist that you like?
My artist is Paul Strand.
And what is he known for?
I mean, he does a lot of dark lighting stuff.
Okay.
And it's normally black and white or close to black and white. He does a lot of landscapes or like objects.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of buildings, cars, plants. So I'm going to shoot a lot of objects and then have a lot of the dark lighting. And then he has a lot of texture in them as well.
Okay. All right, good. All right. Rachel, what are you going to do?
So mine is John Davies. He just basically shot buildings around Great Britain and like the UK and the rest of Europe. So I'm basically he used like a lot of natural light, but they were all black and white. But I'm gonna do it in color and
Okay.
to like have it the day and age. But I'm gonna go around Vincennes and get like the historical sites because he did the Berlin Wall, and then
Okay,
get some of like the different buildings.
we're good. We got a lot of history here. Definitely good. All right, Kelly.
I have Bernice Abbott,
Uh-huh.
and she took a lot of pictures of buildings and people during the Depression era.
Uh-huh.
So I was also going to go around Vincent's and take pictures, but since there's people also, I thought about going into the brewery
Okay.
and places and take pictures of people around the bar and things like that,
Okay.
and outside buildings.
Mhm. All right, Hannah, what are you gonna do?
My artist is Ansel Adams. So his are mostly landscapes, and his are in black and white.
Uh-huh.
Uses lots of upward angles, like to show power and I guess majesty of landscapes. And I actually don't have a plan. I'm still working on it. I'm not sure what to do right now.
You're not sure what to do right now. Okay.
I love your honesty, Hannah. That's awesome.
Every day. So I don't know how hilly it is out near you are, now where you are in the state. But I know if you were up a little bit north, further north, I don't know how far you are north or what kind of hills are in that area. You know, thinking about landscapes in that aspect, you know, we don't have big mountains, but we do have hills. And we've got farmland that you can see the different shades of the crops growing in, you know, things like that. So I believe you can get the same effect with the different gray values that he does. You know, so I think you can do it. So I don't think it's going to be as difficult as you think it might be, you know. But any other thoughts besides, you know, because when I think of those, I think mountains when I think of him. But here I would think of just landscapes that may be hilly that show the different areas and how the different colors grasses look darker or lighter and how those kind of relate to each other to get that same effect of the mountains like he did, you know.
Okay.
Any other ideas for Hannah? Anybody? So if you want to, just start like snapping some pictures with your cell phone or whatever you have to get some ideas, and then bring them back and let's talk about them and look at them. You know, if you're totally lost, but if not, if you have any ideas, you can always. This goes by everybody. Just run ideas by us. You know, it's not due yet, and you can always ask for help. You know, and sharing it with the class is not really asking for help, but it is because we're all helping each other by listening to your presentation prior to the final stuff. We're looking at your work prior to you do it for final grade, things like that. So
Where's that list at? I'm on Blackboard trying to find that list of artists and I can't find it.
the list of artists is in the assignment, says final assignment.
Or you could also go to his website and use that page, the list that's on there.
Yeah, there are two lists, right? So if you look for the assignment sheet under final project, the final, it's there, and it's the third page of the assignment sheet. But then on my website, you've got 100, you got 300 photographers that you can choose from.
Okay.
All right, so that's the key thing. Good, good. Thanks, Rachel. Who else? Asia, who you're doing again?
Hear me?
Now I can.
And his main focus was basically the unknown life of African Americans. He didn't really see a lot of people. He didn't really see a lot of African American like pictures unless they were famous. So he did like simple life in an African American life. So I was planning on doing family, like basically behind the scenes kind of thing, and most of it was black and white. So
okay. All right. Did everybody hear who she was doing?
Roy DeCarvier. I think I'm saying his last name right.
DeCavera.
Oh, okay.
DeCavera. But yes, he is. He also had a son who was a movie maker. Did you know that?
He had a son?
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't.
That's a filmmaker. And he also I don't know, he's got some really good work, got some really good interesting work out there of his. So did you did look at all of his work and you kind of found it interesting?
Yeah, I liked his work a lot.
Yeah, very good. All right, so and he did a lot of varied work too, so it would be kind of hard to narrow down. So this depends on the pieces that you chose for him particularly, because he did a lot of work over the years. All right, who else want to give me a Tessa? What are you coming up with?
My artist that I had, his name was, I think it was pronounced Brazy, like it was like, the artist is a,
Brazai?
yeah.
Yeah.
He did a lot of photos like during like the nighttime,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of them were like outside and like there were people in like different areas. So I was thinking about getting photos that were like kind of like similar like that, like areas around Vincent's, and probably trying to get some like people to like also like be in the photos.
Okay. All right, who else?
Thought I had one picked, but I just looked her up and I don't, there's a lot of naked women in her pictures.
And I mean, when you do more research, you can find that they may do other things as well. And naked people are okay.
Yes.
Did somebody in this
Naked
class
people
ask
are
that?
fine.
Didn't somebody else in this class ask that the other day? Or was that my other class? Somebody asked if they can do naked people. I said, you can always do naked people. I don't care. In the fact that as long you can photograph anything except kids or pets, but then you can't also anything that's illegal. Nudity is not illegal. So yes, you can show legal. You can show nudity. This is a college.
Like, are you? I that always confuses me. Are you legit? Like I can't present pictures of my, like if I take pictures of my daughter, that's not okay.
Okay, kids. When I mean kids, I mean children. Children.
Well, I mean, she's 11. She's a child.
But you can control her better than you can control a 5-year-old.
Oh, well, yeah, she's very well behaved.
When I'm talking about kids, I'm mainly talking about 5 or younger, where they do what they want to do.
Or they run around like maniacs.
Right.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay, well, on that note, I'm going to do Francesca Woodman.
She just had a birthday.
Really?
Birthday's either today or yesterday.
I'm gonna look. April 3rd.
Okay, I knew it was recent. Let's put it that way.
She's very like, it's everything I'm finding is black and white, very moody, eccentric, kind of weird, kind of creepy. I really like it. It's totally my vibe.
There's a couple of movies out. There's a movie called About the Woodmans, which is about her parents. Her parents were artists too.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also a movie about her that was, let's see, Francesca Woodman, American photographer. What's the name of the movie? She's a good choice, but I'm trying to think of the name of her movie. She's very haunting. Her images are very haunting.
Oh yeah. Like there's this one picture that keeps standing out to me. It's like, you can tell it's a woman's body, but like that her top half and her bottom half are covered up by like wallpaper, and it looks like she goes into like abandoned houses and takes pictures in like abandoned structures and stuff of people.
She does.
With no clothes on.
And some of them are self-portraits, some of them aren't. So yeah.
They're really cool.
They are. Very moody. Good choice on her. Very good choice. All right, who else? Did I ask you, Kelly, who you're doing?
Yes. I have Bernice Abbott.
Right, in cities, right. Yes, cities. And we got Tessa, we got Rachel, Asia, we did you, Lacey, Carly, we did you, Hannah, Micah, we did, okay. So thinking about these, so go forth, start thinking about, every day I'm gonna ask you what you've done towards it. Did you look up backgrounds? Did you look up, did you decide on where, locations and backgrounds, where you're gonna shoot it, things like that? Have you tested shots with it, taking your cell phone and tested the light, the time of day, testing, what you're gonna actually do in it. And just take tests with your cell phone, it doesn't have to be a whole major setup. It depends on how set up your whole project is gonna be. But, start doing some work in progress. We don't wanna wait till the last minute. We wanna be able to make tweaks and changes until it's due. All right? Okay. So on Thursday, that's what I want. I want everybody to have an idea of something towards your final project. Either locations, props, whatever. I want to see where you are in relationship to getting the project done. Very doable. All right, so let's see that Thursday. Is there anybody need help with anything for their final project so far? No? Okay. All right, so what I want y'all to do now, what I want you to do for homework is to continue that, your project. And we're gonna start thinking now about what are we doing? I have to pull it up. I'm gonna give you another photo assignment on Thursday for the weekend. But start thinking about pulling your best work, because we're gonna start looking at images that you want to enter into the student show, art show. A couple of you have already told you, I've told you which ones, but some of those portraits are stunning, and I think you should enter some of those portraits as well, and some of the other stuff as well, but I think some of the portraits are really good. So the photography selection of work is rather difficult, because we always have a lot of good student work submitted, so it's kind of competitive. But I think it'll be good, that everybody entered into a contest and see what the jury has to say about the work. So even 2 years ago, one of my photography students won best of show. Out of all the work that was entered into the exhibition, it was one of my photography students who won best of show. So yeah, so my photographers have a high standard. They we have a group of people that win a lot. So we're I'm excited about my photo students. All right, so yeah, no homework other than to work on your final project for now. But I will have something for another project for you to shoot this weekend. Get out, shoot something nature-wise. It's not necessarily homework, but this is a suggestion. Get out there, because right now it's sunny. It's a bright day, it's a beautiful day. Get out in the weather. Get on campus, wherever you are, get out and shoot something outside. Work with natural light. Practice your natural composition and your natural light. If you need to, practice your macro shots by getting up close to an object, photographing that, playing with your depth of field. All right. So that's what I challenge y'all to do today and tomorrow before your next class, is to go out and shoot something in nature. All right. Not necessarily homework, but do it, because I think it's going to help. You remember, shooting every day, this is what makes you get better. If you shoot something every day. I don't mean shoot it to kill it, but shoot something with your photograph, your camera, and shoot something every day. It's the only way to get better. All right. If you follow me on my Instagram, you notice I shoot something and post something every day. It's just something that I do. It helps focus my eyes. I'm not talking about glasses, but it helps focus my vision in my images. And it helps your composition. It helps you notice little things that you wouldn't normally see if you photograph something every day. It helps you realize how light bounces off the surface of objects. Those are the little things that develop when you photograph something every day. All right. You don't always have to have the perfect light. It can be a cloudy day. The light affects their subject differently. But you should know just by what type of light is out there, how it's going to affect your image. So I really strongly encourage each of you to shoot something every day. If you have something to show me on Thursday from nature, we'll give a little extra credit. All right. It's not a required thing, but I would strongly suggest it. All right. Any questions for today? The rest of the day?
No.
Anybody? So a few people have, like Lacey has something to make up, which is fine. Did anybody have anything else to show me that didn't show me anything last week? Missed out on anything? Nope. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I will see you all on Thursday. When is it? Thursday afternoon. Yeah, I'll see you Thursday afternoon. There's a artist talk on Wednesday. Yes, it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. There's an artist who's a printmaker who will be doing an artist talk on his prints tomorrow in the Sugarcliff Gallery at 3 o'clock, if you're interested. So just FYI. I'll post something about that as well, but that's not required. It's a printmaker, but you're always welcome to go to any of the artist talks that's going on. So y'all have a great day, and I will see you all in class on Thursday. Take care, y'all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.